There is no way that Real Madrid will have it all their own way against this lineup. The MLS All-Stars lineup with three players who have played against Real Madrid previously. Bastian Schweinsteiger, David Villa and Sebastian Giovinco can boast varying degrees of success against the European champions. And there is one former Galacticos, of course, in the shape of Kaká, who spent 4 years at Real and won the title with them back in 2012. At the back, there's All-Star debuts for Greg Garza and Johan Kapelov, Tim Howard, Michael Bradley, and now Schweinsteiger will have played for and against the All-Stars. As for Real Madrid, it's mix and match. Established stars with emerging talent. Keylor Navas, Sergio Ramos and Toni Kroos are all first-choice first-teamers. Marco Asensio burst onto the scene last season and continued his good form with Spain's under-21s in the summer. Marcos Llorente and Borja Mayoral had productive loan spells last season and will hope to impress Zidane, while young Moroccan fullback Achraf Hakimi was a real star of the under-19 side that reached the semi-finals of the UEFA Youth League. Real opportunity, likes of Atletico Madrid and Real Oviedo and Mallorca and Getafe. And able to get it right then. Can he get it right as a coach? We're underway for the 2017 All-Star game. It is the MLS All-Stars against Real Madrid. So again, there's options over on that left-hand side. Hernandez looking to come forward in field once again. Well, I'm not quite sure if
either by not actually adhering to the rules that when it comes to the important time.
Thrilling effort that Tim Howard had covered. Isco getting some good positions in the game already. Theo Hernandez likewise.
And he's always going to join in from the left back. Tim Howard, as you say, quite comfortably covering the shot.
Isco taking it on, 10 goals last campaign. So scored in the Champions League semi-final. Top goal scored in the Eredivisie. Shot flies in again, and this time it's just wide. The effort from Borja Mayoral.
Hasn't had that many chances inside the area, but just pulled himself off into a lovely bit of space. Only one thing in his mind is he takes the touch out of his feet. Tim Howard, again, has got his angles pretty good. It's a really drilled strike. He just needed a bit of curl on it. First sighter for the centre-forward.
Signing.
Yeah, it's an absolute Rolls Royce, isn't it?
Oh, that's a delightful chip from Isco and an opportunity. Howard makes the save. The clearance is fluffed. It's Lucas Vazquez here. It's on his right side. Is he going to try one here? Looks like the skipper's going to pull rank. Kroos hands on hips. Sergio Ramos with a curler. Over the wall, but just hasn't got the dip to find the top corner.
He was so confident, wasn't he?
5 of 10. Now they're not. Although a mistake has allowed Giovinco to steal in. Here's an opportunity for the All-Stars. Kaká. Giovinco wants it back. Kaká wants to go himself. David Villa! Terrific stop. Keylor Navas, how on earth did he keep that one out?
Well, with absolute brilliance. And Villa will be disappointed. I think his first instinct is to go the other side of him. Then he tries to do him with the eyes. He's going to look and see how big that space was around him. And we see the first shot. Tim Howard again with a nonchalant one, but this is good play. Kaká really persistent, good bit of pace, and it's just opened up to maybe just go.
Possession, looking to nudge ahead as half-time approaches. Isco. Sergio Ramos has raced forwards here. It's Sergio Ramos! Tried to just chip it over Tim Howard. Maybe he needed to put the laces through it.
Well, he knows he did as well. He was trying to be a bit too cute and a bit too clever. He makes a great run. Look at his desire, but Isco, what a pass. Lovely touch. And he's just trying to take a bit of a liberty there. If you're a centre-half and you find yourself centre-forward, even if you're as good as Sergio Ramos...
Makes it look easy, takes the ball away from the Brazilian and rampages forward. Toni Kroos has got Isco to his left-hand side. He's still going forward here! Van Dam nods it away, whether that was goal-bound or not. It's the time for one last opportunity, Van Dam. For Kaká. Giovinco has to stretch, but he uses his strength well, does the Italian, and still coming forward from distance. Good hit, just wide!
Yeah, Navas having to get his kit dirty for the first time. This was close from Giovinco. Only one thing in his mind, this sort of game, why not? Burst forwards really well. And a lovely little pass, good awareness and good strength. That little low centre of gravity giving him the power. Oh, took it so early as well. Navas wasn't really...
One of the changes. Carty also on Almiron as well, as we mentioned, and that's a strong... Swinger again, and the header down is wide of the target. Big chance for Theo Hernandez.
He knows as well, should do better, middle of the goal. Great flight on the ball. Just doesn't position his body right to head it sideways, heads it straight back down the line. He's disappointed. Had a bit of a jump on Grana.
But the move just breaks down, unfortunately. Marco Asensio. Oh, it slipped through here. Big opportunity, Mayoral. There's to finish. Borja Mayoral with a curling effort beyond Stefan Fry. And just shy of the hour, Real Madrid strike.
Yeah, Fry gets undone, I think, by a deflection. It's a beautiful move. Mayoral been quite quiet, really, considering how much quality there has been in the game. He's linked play a couple of times, had that one really good shot in that first half. But just look at the way Asensio breaks forward, his balance is so good, and stops and breaks play up. Just watch the little nutmeg pass there. Knows that the play will develop. It's going to hit the target anyway, and an unfortunate ricochet just takes Fry out of the equation as the ball bounces up.
Well, back with the first team squad for now. There might be a striking slot open at Real Madrid at the moment. And they come forward once again here with real menace and fluidity, and the shot just whistles by the post. It was a positive run on the right-hand side by the fullback Hakimi.
Oh, his pace is phenomenal. He's in full flow as the ball gets laid into him. Just watch him set off. There he goes, turns on the afterburners, and actually just fires the ball across.
Fullback. Kovacic away from one, and the ball through towards Gareth Bale, just unable to take it on his instep.
Oh, what a ball he played. He almost cuts right across the back of it to take the pace off. His balance is brilliant. Just digs it out of his feet. Gareth Bale will be disappointed. Younger age groups, well, Real certainly have given opportunities here tonight.
Gareth Bale rampaging forwards here for Real Madrid. It's Bale! He's hit the post!
Bit of everything from him so far. He disappointed again. Certainly a fine margin, strikes flush on the base of the post. Look at the amount of space he's got. Only one thing in his mind is to strike. Angles a little bit against.
Eddie. McCarthy again. That's good play from the United States international. Giovanni Dos Santos takes it on. The Mexican, of course, was involved in the Confederations Cup this summer. And the chip forward is good for Dom Dwyer. Nikolic will take it down! Really good play from the All-Stars. So close to a leveller.
Yeah, he deserved it as well for the way that he's approached this game since he's come on. It's a lovely touch that puts him in. They've broken well all night, got bodies forward. That's a clever little pass. Perfect little layoff, and he does well with the first touch. Just a big lunging.
Valeri looks to go again. It ricochets back towards the Argentine. Can he finish? Marcelo with a terrific ball. Knock it down. Threaded through. And suddenly Real Madrid are away again here. Benzema is calling for it. Clever from Carvajal, but better from Parkhurst.
Yeah, he just took a chance on the angles.
Valeri conjure something from the corner. All Stars with plenty forward inside the box, and it is the post and ricochets out. It was McCarthy initially, and then forced in by Dom Dwyer, and we're one apiece with 4 minutes left.
Wow, what a first header. Really unlucky not to score from that, but well done. They've hung in there. You know, they've seen the ball fizzed around. Unfortunate for the goalkeeper, who's let his dad down a little bit by conceding. Couldn't do anything about it. Great delivery from Valeri. This is just about desire. Boom, free header, and then a great follow-up. Best scorers, the ones in form, find themselves in a position. Ricochet back off the post. A little bit of aggression. We may be heading to penalties.
Just see Dom Dwyer say, "This one is mine." Just get... Diego Valeri once again, and it comes towards McCarthy again. It's flicked away. Ceballos this time taking it away from the Chicago Fireman, and the referee blows for full time, and we will have penalties to decide the 2017 All-Star fixture. Real Madrid going in front. Dom Dwyer strides up and will take the first spot kick here. Zidane readies himself, and Dom Dwyer hopes to give the All-Stars the early advantage. Dom Dwyer scored the equaliser. Can he score from the spot? It's a good save. Guessed the right way, Lucas Zidane. Dwyer, the hero, turns villain in the shootout.
And there's not so much anguish as there is in the big competitions. Not quite so nerve-wracking. That's a good save. Lucas Zidane going to his left-hand side. Strong left hand.
And Stefan Fry, of course, was the hero for Seattle against Toronto in the MLS Cup. Managed to deny Michael Bradley. Benzema steps up for Real Madrid to nudge the European champions in front in the shootout. It's Benzema, makes no mistake.
Very clinical, very confident. Just as the centre forward should be taking responsibility. Wants the first one. Everyone else lead away. Really great technique.
Giovanni Dos Santos next. Scored a couple of goals in his Villarreal days against Real Madrid, but never on the winning side. Can he put that right tonight? Can he get one on the board here for the All-Stars, who trail in the shootout here? Lucas Zidane looking to make a name for himself. Oh, he's hit the crossbar! Zidane guessed the wrong way, but Dos Santos' effort was too high.
And advantage very much with Real Madrid now. Probably had seen the goalkeeper dive as well. That's what will frustrate him a little bit. It's made him go the wrong way and then managed to strike the bar anyway. Welsh hammer now. That left foot can unleash and should put Real Madrid into a really strong position here.
This penalty scored against Moldova in the World Cup qualifier nearly a year ago, up against Stefan Fry, to put Real Madrid 2 to the good in the shootout in the All-Star game. Gareth Bale steps up, just rolls it into the corner. Simple as you like from Gareth Bale.
Yeah, no pressure on these boys. This is a training exercise for them. Fry outfoxed himself, I think, with how much he'd been transferring weight one way or the other.
Well, regular Portland Timbers penalty taker Diego Valeri is next, and you would expect him to put this away. But given what we've seen already from the All-Stars, nerves rattling through the boots maybe. Here we go with Valeri. He does score.
Yeah, very simple, down the middle. Zidane dive so far, goes pretty early. Pretty routine for Valeri. Bright player, sharp.
Kovacic, the next he missed, as we mentioned, in the shootout against Manchester United. Makes no mistake this time around.
He enjoyed it. He was great in the game as well. Probably sees the irony of that Manchester United one. Great technically. Enjoyed that. Probably took some stick off his teammates.
Misses left, right and centre in that game. It's only the All-Stars that have missed spot kicks so far here. Real Madrid 3-1 to the good. And spot kicks running out. Has to convert this one. Almiron steps up, the Paraguayan. Feels his future is in Europe, I'm sure. Can he impress the European champions here from 12 yards? He can. Keeps the All-Stars alive. Marcelo with the opportunity, though, to nail it for Real Madrid and to give the European champions success in the All-Star game of 2017. He can net the fourth on the spin. That will be it, done and dusted for Zinedine Zidane's side. Up against Stefan Frey, who has not been able to repeat his heroics in the MLS Cup final. Marcelo to claim the glory for the European champions. He finds the corner, and Real Madrid too strong in the shootout for the MLS All-Stars. They were pegged back late on in the 90 minutes, but too cool from 12 yards. They deny the MLS All-Stars a victory. It is Real Madrid